Alright guys, welcome. Today we're going to be looking at the Descent Beyond patch 4.2.0 has released today. First, I just want to thank everybody who has subscribed. We have 40 subscribers here on YouTube. With your guys' help, we'll get to 50 in no time at all. Also, if you want to watch us live on Twitch, we stream Tuesdays, Thursday through Sunday as well at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So go ahead and check us out if you want to catch us live. But without further ado, let's get into this patch for Descent Beyond 4.2.0. The new chapter: Unleash the Blight. An alchemist consumed by his research. Ambition brought him to the entity's realm, but his hunger for power destroyed him. Mutated and mad, his power, blighted corruption, provides him with unnatural abilities to quickly pursue and ambush survivors. Plan your escape with Felix Richter, a successful architect who was torn away from his lavish lifestyle. Resourceful and bold, he has clever methods to stand against the oncoming evil and plan out the one thing that matters to him most: returning home. This DLC added the new killer, the Blight, as well as the new survivor, Felix Richter. They added 5 new offerings for both killers and survivor, the first one being a rare offering, the Sacrificial Ward. This will cancel other offerings that would send you to a specific realm, meaning if somebody's trying to send you to a map, this will cancel that unless all 4 offerings other than the Sacrificial Ward are the exact same map offering. The next offering is going to be, this is a common one called the Bloodied Blueprint. This reveals the aura of basement hooks to you for 20 seconds at the start of the trial. If the map has a killer shack, this offering increases the chance that the basement will spawn below it. Again, this is a common offering for both killers and survivors, and it'll show either one where the basement hooks are. The next common offering is going to be Torn Blueprint. This reveals the aura of the basement hooks to you for 20 seconds at the start of the trial. If the map has a main building, this offering increases the chance the basement will spawn below the main building instead of the shack. The next common offering is the Annotated Blueprint. If the map has a killer shack, this offering increases the chance that the hatch will spawn within it. So if you want a quick hatch check, this is a good way to do it. And this brings us into our next offering, common as well, Vigo's Blueprint. If the map has a main building, this offering increases the chance that the hatch will spawn within it. So a couple new offerings for both survivors and killers. Now let's look into the features and content. Many in-game objects in Dead by Daylight haven't been changed significantly since the game's launch. As part of our ongoing effort to enhance the game's visuals, many of these objects got visual updates in this patch to bring them closer to our long-term vision for the appearance of the game. Some realms also got visual updates, with more coming later in future patches. A lot of you may have seen this in this video from Behavior showing the difference, but we'll go over it real quick. Visual updates for several common in-game objects. Visual update of generators, including changes to the models, animations, and VFX. VFX stands for visual effects. The survivor repairing animation and VFX were also updated. Visual updates of the palettes, including models and VFX. Visual updates of lockers. Visual update of the chests, including the model, and changes to the survivor's interaction. The survivor interaction has been updated. Visual updates to some maps, including additions of breakable walls, Springwood, updated Badham Preschool maps 1 through 5, Yamaoka Estate, updated Family Residence, and Sanctum of Wrath. Update aiming when using the flashlights. Up to 4.1.0, the flashlight would aim up and to the right of center off the screen. In 4.1.0, the aiming animation was updated, which caused the flashlight to aim more towards the right of center. Now the aim should be squarely in the center, so keep an eye out for that. Over to bug fixes. For the killer, they fixed an issue that caused survivors not to be stunned when shot by the Deathslinger. Fixed an issue that caused the Hillbilly's carry and lunge speed to be reduced when equipped with the tuned carburetor add-on. Fixed an issue that caused all Legion characters to use Julie's animation when the empty stare mask was equipped. Fixed an issue that may cause the Oni to lose the ability to enter Blood Fury. This is if you get it over the incremental time rather than pulling blood or hitting somebody. Fixed an issue that caused the Oni's blood orbs to sometimes flicker in and out of visibility. Fixed an issue that caused the Plague's Vile Purge to arc higher than previously. Fixed an issue that caused the shape not to change stances within the tier 3 Evil Within. For those who don't know, he changes how he holds the knife. Fixed an issue that caused the Trapper's Bear Trap aura not to appear during the tutorial. For the survivors, excuse me, they fixed an issue that caused survivors to be stuck at the bottom of the hill on various maps, and fixed several issues that may cause survivors to be misaligned during Moris. For the perk changes, they fixed an issue that caused a regressing generator not to turn red once reaching 0 progress using the surveillance perk. That's an Amanda perk, aka the pig. Fixed an issue that caused the pull down prompt to be replaced for survivors standing next to a pallet while injured and with self-care perk equipped. Fixed an issue that caused survivors to see the auras of breakable walls when equipped with the Windows of Opportunity perk and suffering from the blind effect. Other fixes fixed a crash that would sometimes happen when selecting the low or medium graphics quality from medium and above. They reduced the rank error updates or update errors, and HTML markup and player names during social notifications are now handled properly. Changes from the PTB. They have changed a few things for the Blight. So first off, many players on the PTB noticed the Blight would unintentionally collide with objects while rushing or fail to hit objects they would expect to collide with. This version of the character reduced that unwanted behavior, making the Blight's power more reliable and effective. His add-ons were also adjusted to add more diversity. For the Blight, they fixed an issue where the Blight would play 2 cooldown animations after a dash attack. The weapon wipe animation on a successful dash attack and the miss animation after a missed dash attack have both been removed and replaced with the cooldown injection animation. This also fixes various incorrect behaviors during the double cooldown, such as being able to pick up survivors or attack without playing an attack animation. Decreased the radius of the velocity-based rush collision detector and added a secondary collision detector for objects that are both at very close range and directly in the center of view. They also increased the dash attack's initial speed from 6.9 meters a second to 9.2. That's about, was it 165% to like 210, 220, something like that, yeah. Increase the base turn rate during rush, slightly reduce the initial speed boost at the beginning of a lethal rush. Dash attacks will now continue even if the attack input is released. They updated the Blight's height from tall to average and difficulty from intermediate to hard, so he is one of the shorter killers. Keep that in mind, you won't be able to see over several loops. Rework the target projection from the add-on Chipped Monocle. It was previously projecting in the direction the player was facing based on the current speed. However, due to the sliding movement when rushing, it has been updated to project a collision the direction the player is currently moving. A special case was added for the slam phase to project a collision while not moving at a full dash speed. The end result should be that the chip monocle makes it clearer how the Blight's trajectory changes while rushing, as well as being a more accurate estimate of the collision location. Complete add-on pass. They've worked on 16 out of the 20 add-ons updated, and here is the full list. We're gonna go over them real quick. Some other bonuses such as add-on additional rush token were replaced with more interesting effects. With these changes, they hope to support a wide variety of viable and interesting playstyles. A general pass was done on the add-ons to increase the diversity of effects and possible builds with the character. There were previously 4 add-ons that could affect rush speed and 3 for affecting rush turn rate. These have been reduced to 2 each and make room for more unique add-ons. The first one we're going to go over is the Chip Monocle. Displays the target location of a slam, common. Compound 7, also common, automatically face the nearest survivor within 16 meters after a slam. The Foxglove, common, reduce the recovery time after rushing by 0.25 seconds. The Placebo Tablet, common, reduces movement speed while rushing by 15%, but it increases blood points from rush score events by 100% now. The Kinkerthorn, uncommon add-on, reduces recovery time after rushing by 0.5 seconds. Shredded Notes, also uncommon, decreases the time required to recharge a rush token by 0.33 seconds, but it decreases the maximum number of rush tokens by 1. The Blighted Rat, uncommon, increases rush speeds by 4% for each consecutive rush. The Plague Bile, also uncommon, increases turn rate while rushing by 10%. Pustulia Dust, uncommon, increases the duration of the slam by 0.75 seconds. Now moving on to the rares, the Compound 21. When initiating a slam, reveals the auras of survivors within 16 meters of the collision location for 6 seconds. Now, some of you may notice that this used to be a very rare. It has been dropped down to a rare. So you're going to be seeing that a lot more. It's probably one of his best add-ons. The Umbra Salt, rare, increases turn rate while rushing by 15%. Rose Tonic, rare, increases the duration of the slam by 1 second. This was unchanged from the PTB. The Blighted Crow, also rare, increases rush speed by 6% for each consecutive rush. Adrenaline Vial, rare, reduces turn rate while rushing by 90%, decreases the time required to recharge a rush token by 0.66 seconds, increases the maximum look angle while rushing by 50%, and increases the maximum number of rush tokens by 2. The Summoning Stone, very rare now. Hitting a survivor with a lethal rush will call upon the entity to block pallets within 12 meters of your location for 6 seconds. This remained unchanged from the PTB. Alchemist Ring, very rare. Hitting a survivor with a lethal rush will instantly recharge all rush tokens. The Soul Chemical, very rare. See the auras of survivors within 8 meters while rushing. Vigo's Journal, very rare. Remained unchanged from the PTB. Gain the undetectable status effect while rushing. Compound 33, the first ultra rare and the only one changed, is any survivors within 16 meters of a slam will suffer from the hindered status effect for 3 seconds. Slamming pallets or breakable walls will destroy them and stun the blight for 1.5 seconds. Now the Iridescent Blight tag, the last ultra rare add-on, was unchanged. Upon using all rush tokens, hitting a survivor with a lethal rush attack will put them in the dying state. A couple Ptb bug fixes to finish this video off. Fixed an issue that caused the Oni to enter an incorrect visual state after being stunned during the Yamaoka's Wrath animations. Fixed an issue that caused the plague not to slow down during or after using the Vile Purge. Fixed an issue that caused the damage prompt to be missing from generators after cleansing Hex Ruin multiple times with the Hex Undying perk equipped. Fixed an issue that caused the Doctor's Illusionary pallets not to be affected by the Hex Blood Favor perk. Fixed an issue that might cause the Nightmare's Dream pallets not to be affected by Hex Blood Favor perk. Fixed an issue that caused frame rates to drop when a generator is completed. Reduce the number of occurrences of save game error 112. Make the errors more explicit when the game fails to grant/withdraw blood points. And finally, fixed an issue that caused the blood web to be usable without consuming blood points. So a lot of good changes. Hopefully you guys have gotten into the Descend Beyond DLC and experienced Felix and Blight for yourself. I'm super excited. The perks are really good. The killer's really fun. A little upset they didn't bring in a new map, but they started doing the graphical changes to the objects and the maps. So if you enjoyed what you see here, guys, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe so you'll be notified when we come out with new stuff. But until next time, guys, stay safe out there in the fog.